Hello and welcome to another episode of Super Game Bros. Today it is just me and Owen, but we are doing a review for The Quarry, which was released June 10th of 2022 and was created by Supermassive Games, who created Until Dawn in 2015. And I think without further ado, we should just jump right in. What'd you say?
Wow. I'm ready. That was super official. I'm pumped.
So I think we should go into like maybe the setting and like the theme
Yeah.
of the game. How did you enjoy the sort of the setting of the game, the
I
campgrounds, Hackett's Quarry?
I liked it with like quotation marks at the end of that. I liked it, but I think I would have liked the setting to be, I think the whole game would have been a little better if like we had more of the whole like we're at camp. Yeah, not the whole werewolf thing. But I think the
That
setting
is
was
true.
pretty good.
I do like the. It is a little cliche that it's like the summer camp, but it's also
Yeah.
it feels like it's like paying homage to like Friday the 13th in a way.
Homage. Yeah. I,
But I like it, even though it's a little like cliche that it's just a summer camp. But I also do like the 80s theme. Like there is like an 80s like whole vibe to the entire game, even though it's set in modern day, which I think is very interesting and
I
very
think I think
very
the
cool.
game would have been better if it was actually in the 80s, not set in modern day.
That is true, but then it would be even more cliche.
Well, all right. So I think you got what I was saying a little wrong. I don't care that it's in in a summer camp. I don't really
Mhm.
care about that. That's pretty cool. That's the best part of the game.
Yeah.
Like you're in a summer camp. I think I would have liked a little bit more of the summer camp. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, toward the end, don't want to get into nothing, but it does kind of drift away from that a little bit. I don't know, maybe. But no, yeah, I like how they introduce kind of the modern stuff into the game, like the podcasts and stuff. Like it's that little stuff that doesn't like overdo it, but it still makes it more interesting.
Yeah. I was gonna say one thing I don't really understand because they're in modern day. They all got their phones.
Well, yeah,
Just
but
call
they
the
they
police.
hardly use their phones. It's not like a big thing because they're all dead. Mr. Hackett didn't even charge them. But no, I also like all the character dynamics, kind of how everyone like. It's all like I don't know, it's just interesting how everyone interacts with each other, I suppose, and all the different things that's going on with each different character. I like that.
That's true.
All right, so my personal favorite characters were Jacob and definitely Caitlin. They were like my favorites. Caitlin sort of like how my story went with all the choices and everything. It's kind of like the main character kind of thing. What about you?
Well, Caitlyn was, at least in my game, really wasn't in the game. Cause did you choose to like romance her as Ryan?
I didn't have that choice.
You did not have that choice.
I don't think so.
You didn't get the choice where you could like romance Daniel or Ryan.
No.
Daniel and Caitlyn. What? You
I
didn't
wish
get
I
that?
got that ending, dude. I wanted Caitlyn and Ryan to be a thing, but it never
Uh,
happened.
what did you not choose at the when you do Truth and Dare and you picked Dare as Ryan, you kissed Caitlyn or Daniel? You didn't
I
get that?
wish I got that, dude. I was Ryan during Truth or Dare, and I said to Caitlyn, "Yo, what do you want to like be when you? What did you want to be when you grew up?"
What are you, 5?
I was like, "That's a nice
Wait,
get to know you question."
so you picked Truth? Is that what you did? Like when they asked you, did you pick Truth instead of Dare?
I think so. I did. I did pick Truth.
Well, okay, all right, this is actually kind of interesting. So, in your game, did you like when you were playing as Ryan? Did you hang out with Daniel or Caitlyn?
Caitlyn and Daniel were together the whole game. Ryan was separate.
What? No. In my game, Ryan and Daniel were together like the entire game.
When you went to that scrapyard, did you go to a scrapyard?
Yeah, I went to the scrap heap.
Who was in the scrapyard?
Caitlyn and Daniel.
All right, that was
But
yeah, that
like,
was the same for me.
so for most of the game, Ryan and Daniel are together. Like when they fixed the radio. Did you have
Yeah,
that?
yeah, they were together during that. Yeah.
And then like a little bit after that. But like in my game, they flirted a lot. To be honest, I thought Caitlyn was kind of kind of a little of a beach. I didn't really like her.
Caitlyn was cool.
Um,
Don't listen to the slander.
well, you're just saying that because it's Sweet Life Zack and Cody. Well, from my playthrough, it was Daniel and Ryan.
So Owen, what are your complaints with the game?
What's the main girl's name? Laura, right?
Yes.
Uh, Laura and Max. I thought they had the most chemistry. Like in the beginning of the game, they
Oh
seem
yeah.
like real people. Well,
Yeah.
that's gonna be one of my complaints. I don't feel like some of the characters really felt like real people. You could definitely tell that they were actors. I definitely think you like this game more than I do.
Okay.
Um, I think let's go off by character. Jacob, I thought he was pretty cool when he was in the game.
Definitely. Yeah.
There's like there's they're in the middle chunk of the game, like Jacob's like not even in it.
Non-existent.
He's just running he's like running around in his underwear trying to find Emma. Let's go to Emma. Emma, she's all right, I guess. She's also not really in the game.
She's definitely more
Uh,
important in like the beginning,
yeah.
but then when Jacob's not there, she's not really that important.
Also, Abby. Let's go to Abby. Abby, I thought she was the best character. I thought she was gonna be the main character. I thought either her or Caitlyn was gonna be the main character,
Hmm.
but no. Abby was pretty cool up until you can kind of tell when the character is had the option to die because after that, they don't really do much. Actually, no. So in the beginning of the game where Nick gets attacked and
Hmm.
you're Ryan, you need the gun, you can shoot into the forest.
Yeah.
If you shoot into the forest, I
It
looked this up,
kills
by the way.
the British guy.
No, it kills Jacob. And if Jacob dies, well, that's why he's not really in the game
Hmm.
because
Because he
if he
could have died.
dies, yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's a little lazy. I think just because he has a determinate death, I feel like he sh it's if I feel like you should be rewarded for not if you didn't have him die. I feel like you
Mhm.
should have like something to do as him because you don't really do anything as Jacob after he's able to die.
I do agree with that.
Also, I think some of the choices. Oh, the other characters are fine, by the way. I think Max and Laura are the best characters acted and just in the game. I
Yeah.
think I really like that the chapter where you just play as Laura in the police station. I think
Mhm.
that's the best chapter of the game. But this is my biggest complaint. Biggest. So for me, in my game, I had the option to shoot Travis, right?
Hmm.
And I did. And when you make a choice, it like pops up, oh,
Like
this will be
path
important
updated,
later.
path chosen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
So for when you shoot Travis, it says he will kill you. He will kill you like later on. And like there's no way around it. If you shoot him. So like it doesn't make any sense because let's say you kill all of his family, but like if you shoot him to put him in a jail cell, he will kill Laura and so well I okay. You want just you just want to tell each other endings. I think you should tell your ending.
Well, I do want to bring up the big guy. I
Yeah.
I want to talk my one of my dislikes is I like the beginning of the game where it's like the fear of the unknown. You don't know what's out there and it's freaky. And then once
Yeah.
like you get later in the game, you find out like, oh, it's just this like werewolf thing and it's this curse and it goes from the start and then it infected different people and it happens every full moon. And I also dislike how they didn't really explain that when they turn into werewolves that they just instantly come back. Like they didn't really I feel like to me they didn't explain that well because Max turned into a werewolf and then he was just back again. Like I thought he died and it was over when he like turned like in the jail cell. I thought that was it. I thought Max
Yeah.
was dead. He's a werewolf or a monster now. And then he's back and I'm like, was that a different guy or was that Max? How does he turn back into himself if he literally exploded? Um but like I didn't really like that
Yeah.
that much. And I also didn't like how you the person like as the player kind of figure out that the hunters are kind of like good guys like they're trying to like save you kind of but then the characters don't so the only options you have that are like kind of going against them like you're only given like options that go against what they're doing. I was down with the
Mm.
program, the blood on the face program. I was jiggy with that program, dude. from the start. I was like, dude,
I
smother me in that blood, man. I'm cool. If that'll save my life, sure. I trust you.
I thought that would have been cool if you could have sided with the hunters and like
Yeah,
have like an entirely different ending. I
yeah.
think that would have been so sick. I agree.
But it's like, and
Um,
dude, that big guy only needs to work on his communication. He could have just been like, "Yo, boys, I'm trying to save you. Let me pour this blood on your face. They won't find you." That's all I had to do. But he's just a creepy, big, muscly dude who's trying to pour blood on your face, and he's like talking to his homies. He's like, all right, target found. They're not covered yet, or whatever he says. And it's like, bro, you don't have to sound
well,
so
he
freaky.
can so in all right, so he can capture you guys, capture the characters like to save them. Like in my playthrough, he captured Nick and Jacob. Did he capture anyone for you?
They just captured Jacob. He was in the cell with the other monster.
So all right, so the other werewolf in that jail cell, that's Nick. Uh,
Oh, okay. So yeah, Nick for me died definitely.
Bro, did you shoot Nick?
Yeah. I thought
Oh,
it was Chris
I
Hackett,
didn't.
dude. I was gunning for Chris Hackett.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't have the option to do that actually. I
Mm.
didn't have the option to shoot him because like just automatically Ryan was like, no, that could be Nick, and then they just moved on. And that actually, all right. So I was doing so well. I was doing so well with all the deaths and the Quarry. I made it through 90% of the game
Hmm.
without killing anybody. Without
Yeah.
killing anybody.
Yeah.
My first death was Jacob. So did you get him out of the cage?
I did.
See, I didn't do that. I fucked up. I don't know how, but I fucked up. Yeah, Nick ate him.
That's what I was worried about. I'm like, even if this other monster is somebody I should save, he is definitely gonna eat Jacob, and I like Jacob way too much for that to happen. So I just shot whatever was laying there on the floor.
I was pissed. Cause I don't know, man. It was just I thought I was gonna get through the entire game without having anyone die.
Well, I do want to get into likes though, because I don't have a oh actually one last dislike. Some of the like the faces, I don't know. I think it's something to do with like the engine, because I feel like a lot of games kind of like have this happen. I think it's because it's the Unreal Engine, but it's like their
Yeah.
faces. They just don't. Sometimes they just don't look real. Like a lot of the game, it looked like a cinematic movie. It was great, and then other times it was just like a buggy. Like they didn't look real, and it was just weird. But most of the game it was fine. So yeah, that's sort of my last complaint. But I do want to mention likes. I like at the end of every chapter, you go to that old lady and she gives you a reading with the tarot cards. That is sick.
Okay. So you have not played Until Dawn,
I have
right?
not. I have not.
That's what they do in Until Dawn. It's like in that game, it's a therapist. In
Mhm.
this game, it's a card reader.
Yeah, it's the Hag of Hackett's Quarry.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like the whole tarot thing. It's just kind of. But what the Quarry is doing with that is just what Until Dawn did way better and way smarter. So I don't really like it as much as you.
That is fair.
But
As someone who didn't play Until Dawn, though, I think it's very cool. And I like having, like,
yeah,
if you find multiple tarot cards, you choose which thing you want to know more about. And it's all ominous. It's all, like, and it's, like, kind of helpful info. Like, I don't think there was
yeah,
really anything I saw into the future that wasn't, like, didn't, like, save me. Because Emma would have definitely died if I did not get one of the view into the future things. Because it was, like, it showed me, like, if she went on a zip line, she was going to, like, die. So I was like, watch out for all zip lines. And I think it was, like, if I took the zip line multiple times, then I'd be screwed. But I only took it once to leave, and I was fine.
I definitely really like the beginning where it's just like, oh, the beginning is really good. Like
Mm,
when you're playing as Laura and you go to the. I think it's kind of stupid that Laura's so tries to break into the basement. That's whatever. I don't
yeah,
care. It's a little silly, but like it's fine. Just the game.
yeah,
But I really like the beginning where it's just all the camp counselors at the camp, not just doing nothing, but like just like having a good time. I think
yeah.
that's also a really good part of the game.
Mm.
I think some of the choices were kind of stupid.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. Because, like, I remember being in the treehouse and you're Emma, and it's like, the monster's right in your face, and you have the choice to take a photo. And I'm like, I literally said, no, out loud. It was like 12 at night by myself. I'm like, no. Why would I do that? But then, like, at the end, like the intermission thing with the Hag of Hackett's Quarry, it's like, oh, the past things will affect the future. And then that next chapter is like, oh my god, we need to collect evidence for stuff, to take this stuff to like the
Yeah.
police. So I feel like my ending, like it's all placed on like the podcast thing in the credits. It's like
Yeah.
it was blamed on like a bear attack. But I feel like maybe if I took a picture of that monster thing, maybe it would have changed kind of that little outro thing.
I think I definitely kind of agree with how they should have emphasized the evidence part in the game a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I don't really think that really matters in the end. I'm not too sure about
I
that.
mean, not really, but for me.
Yeah. Oh,
um,
oh, for you, I see.
yeah, for me personally. But no, some choices do seem like they're kind of like stupid. I don't know. Like for me, like how I would do things, it was clearly like obviously I'm gonna do this and not that other one. It wasn't like there
Yeah.
were. I feel like there wasn't many choices where I was like, I was stuck on like both. It was like, oh, I'm gonna do this.
You know what? That's a great point. There was not really any choices where I was stuck on what to do.
Yeah, like I
I
would take
hate
a
it
minute to
in
think
like
about it, but I wasn't like, oh my god, I gotta choose something. Like I don't know, both of are good options. It's like, no, I'm gonna do this.
I don't like it when like these type of games, like I feel like your choices, not just like you feel like a quick time event
Yeah.
or a don't breathe moment. I feel like your choices should matter. Should matter on who should die. Like if you choose to do this thing, like some of the choices, like when you choose not to shoot Nick. If you shoot Nick, Abby dies. But
Mhm.
if you choose not to shoot Nick, wait no, if you shoot Nick, Abby lives. That kind of stuff I like. But like failing like a quick time event, I don't know. I don't really like that.
I'm not the biggest fan of the QuickTime events, though. This is sort of like a dislike. I feel like QuickTime events are in the past and
In the
not the
past.
gaming of the future. QuickTime events are
Um,
very 2012, and I'm done with 2012.
well, I agree, but like I feel like
They do work
the
kind of
core
good here.
they do work in the core, but like I don't think they should be as much as they were in the game. I feel like they should have cut back.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause-
I
yeah,
feel like it's like there'll be like long stretches with none, and then like short like periods of time where there's just a bunch. Like I don't know, it wasn't really
yeah.
evenly dispersed at all. It was just like short little parts with like a lot of them.
Little things that I kind of like in the game were I really like getting the collectibles.
Yeah.
I thought that was really fun getting those collectibles. I wish they could have like actually like changed the story.
Mhm.
If you got like certain collectibles, I think
You
that
mean
would
like
have
the
been so
evidence or like
sick.
the tarot cards?
Oh,
Or are they kind
not
of
the tarot
both?
cards. They're like
They're both kind of.
no, I like collectibles and evidence.
Mhm.
I feel like so. All right, did you get the evidence where if Jacob goes into the lake, he finds a dead body? Did you get that?
I did.
So on my first, I'm replaying it because I want to get a better ending. But my first playthrough, I didn't get that, and it's whatever. You don't get it, so nothing changes. But
Yeah.
the second time I started playing it, I found a dead body, and it doesn't change anything. That piece of evidence that there's a dead body in the lake doesn't do anything to the story.
I mean, Jacob brings it up, but everyone's like, ugh.
Yeah, but he doesn't. But he doesn't act. No one acts like, oh, there's a dead body in the lake. We should
Yeah.
be freaking out. Like if you told me like there's a dead body in my backwoods, dude, I'd be freaking out. Like I think little things like that start the add up. There's like, wow, that could have been really cool if you just did that. Like
Yeah,
if
that
let's
is
say
true.
that had effect on the story, collecting collectibles, evidence, even if it's like just a conversation with like everyone, like putting all the evidence together and figuring out what's happening.
Mhm.
I think that would have been really cool.
Yeah, because
But
it's like the characters don't really find out what's going on. It's like a big exposition dump to like the one like what is it like Laura and he's
Yeah.
the I forget the cop's
'Cause-
name, Travis. He just kind of like tells you,
Travis.
he kind of just explains everything all at once to the one character, and then everyone else doesn't really know. But like obviously you the player know, but then everyone else doesn't really.
Bring it back to Until Dawn, because Until Dawn, that's what you do. In the game, it doesn't really tell you what's happening. You figure it out
Yeah.
through the collectibles and evidence. And I think the Quarry should have done that, not just the cop saying, "Yo, it's a werewolf."
I'm not really sure exactly what ending I got. Like I think it's a good ending because I killed the wolf boy.
Actually, yeah, I think so. What happens after you killed the wolf dude?
So I killed Silas, the wolf boy, and
Yeah.
then and I don't even remember what happened. Like it's just like happy music, game over.
Is that it? That's it for your ending?
I think so. Yeah, I mean Abby died. Nick Nick is definitely dead. I shot him. Other than that, everyone else is cool. And except for a lot of the Hackett family, they're dead as well. Everyone
Very
except
dead.
for Travis, I think, in the Hackett family died.
So for me, everyone died except. Well, all right, let's go back to when I was saying when my first character Jacob he died. Laura and Ryan died for I already said shoot Travis blah blah blah.
Mm.
And after that happens, after Laura and Ryan die and Travis, that story ends. You don't kill Silas. Silas is not even in the game if you choose that one choice to shoot Travis.
Mm.
And then I got Caitlyn died because I failed a quick time event. One quick time event.
Yeah.
And she died, which led to Daniel dying. That's what I was annoyed at. That a quick time event determined the life of two characters that I mean like I wasn't paying attention for like 2 seconds. Oh, I mean like no, I don't even know how I failed it. I just feel like I think it was bullshit. I remember being pissed off about it because it was stupid. I don't remember, but like I failed a quick time event. Caitlyn died and Daniel died.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the game. That was the end of the game. And it was just Nick, Abby, and Emma alive. There isn't like, oh, I got killed. Max. Max is the one other than Jake. All right, Max and Jake are the two characters that I will accept that I killed just by choices. Because I chose to. I failed to get Jacob out of the cell. And then Max, when you have the choice to have him get off the island and him stay on the island.
Yeah.
I chose for him to get off the island.
Oh, dude.
No, what are you talking about?
Fuck no, baby.
That was yeah. You had that coming, dude.
Yeah. Max and Jacob are the only two characters that I will accept that I killed. The rest of them are bullshit. I will take that too. I will die on this hill. All the other characters that died, it was bullshit reasons. But yeah, my ending wasn't really too different, really.
Yeah.
Other than Silas dying, and yours, I don't know. I don't really like how the game ends for either endings.
Yeah, it's the endings. Like usually, there's like a definitive good one and a definitive bad one and like a mid one kind of. I don't really know if I got the good one though, because they don't really say anything about it. I think it's the good ending, I guess, but I really don't know. So I think that kind of wraps up mostly what I have to say. Except the music was very good. I like the music.
Oh yeah, the music was really good. I really like the music.
Yeah, the music is great. I know what my rating is, so.
You say yours first. I'm still kind of deciding.
Well, first I was on like an 8, right? But I think I might do like an 8.5.
8.5. Oh.
Maybe like an 8. I'm gonna definitely do an 8 then.
I'm a little disappointed in this game. I thought it would have been way cooler, because when I look at this game, I just see a worse version of Until Dawn. That's how I see it. I think it's like a 6.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
a good game, but it's not the best.
I think I'd give the game a 9 if it wasn't so like I'm playing this on the Series X and it was still like the faces and there was still like glitchy stuff going on. If that didn't really happen, I'd maybe give it like the 8.5 or a 9.
Yeah, the only thing I just had to say is I think the game could have done a lot more than it did. I think it was that. I think the game's just a little disappointing. I don't think it should have been $60.
I had to pay 70.
Really?
Yeah,
I
for the
didn't
Series
think
X
that was
version,
like a
it's 70.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is also very rough
Maybe you should've-
considering how short the game is. Like if you don't replay this game, it's a very
Yeah.
it's like 10. I don't even think I had 10 hours on the game.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
all I have to say about it.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed our review of the Quarry, and we hope to see you in another video. Peace.
Bye.
Ow! You stabbed me!
Yeah, fucking hurts, don't it?
I ain't never been stabbed before.
Leave me alone.
Ow, it really hurts.
Dad!